Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Today, we're going to start off by taking a look at my glucometer readings, fully calibrated, which again doesn't really matter anymore. I'm 13.1. Let's take a look over here. Everything's green, which is great. I just changed the battery, so that's a plus. Changed my insulin, so again, another plus. I have 2 days worth of sensor life left, and my battery is pretty well fully charged at 74%. Get back to this. So, as you can see, I had a little bit of a problem yesterday, or today. After lunch, till about 2 o'clock, I had normal blood sugars. I was in range, I was doing great. And then I just took off and I started going up, and they ended up at 14.9. Isn't a good day. I don't know why. I changed my site. The line did not seem to be kinked, so I don't know what's going on. Let me just, I guess. So, all's good. So now I'm coming down to 12.8. So I'm starting to come down. Not a great fast, but I'm coming down. Time in range, we're looking at 84%. 16% is above. Now, if we do the simple math, let me see here. Let me get to my calculator. There it is. 16. Now that's the amount of percentage I was over. 1 equals 15 minutes. So 16 times 15 equals 240 minutes. Divided by 60, which we all can probably do in our heads, comes out at 4 hours. So for 4 hours today, I don't know why I believe I scratched it. I just thought it was something there. So for 4 hours today, I was totally out of range. So we changed sites. We're getting back in line. I did a correction with dinner, and hopefully we're gonna come down nice and easy and be back in line for tomorrow. That's the best we can hope for. So today we are going to talk about Let me take a quick look here. Sorry, I totally forgot which section I'm doing. So we're going to talk about corrections and why I don't do corrections anymore. So sit back, relax, and we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay. When you first got a pump years ago, and if you're still using like the 670 or Dexcom systems, you will have to type in corrections in order to keep your blood sugar in line. I don't do that anymore because the pump does it all. So, take a look here. This all does corrections. I've talked to you a couple of times about here, how corrections are coming in line. That's where all the blue was. Before, I used to have to type in and punch in an amount for a correction. Now I don't have to. This system still works the best for me. And it can for you too. For Medtronic, the top of the line is the 780G pump with a G4 sensor, Guardian 4 sensor. That's top of the line. If you're not top of the line and you're still with the pump that you have to type in corrections, that's great. Work with it. Work with the tools you have. I am lucky because I am able to have these things because the province of BC allows me the funding in order to get it. Now, that doesn't mean I just jump on the bandwagon and say, oh yes, I can get it. I'm going to get a pump just for the sake of getting a pump. Because that's not a way to get any diabetic supply. You get what you need. If you're on insulin and your numbers are great through shots and you're happy with shots, using a syringe, wonderful. Don't let anyone tell you you have to change unless it's someone who knows your case, either a diabetic nurse or your endocrinologist. Sorry, let's get us more into the picture. There we go. But don't feel you have to, because if your doctor says your blood sugars are great, but you know what? I think you'll do better on the pump. That's probably suggesting you should look into the pump. Now, in British Columbia, I think pretty much right across Canada, there is some help from the provincial and territorial governments on health regarding insulin pumps for type 1 diabetics. I think it's pretty safe for type 2. Some may differ a bit. In British Columbia, I don't know, for about 10 years now, I guess, we can get an insulin pump. It's still just bleeding away. I don't know why. Let me just do this for a sec. But don't go out and go crazy for an insulin pump. If you're able to get one through your government subsidized program, awesome. But just because the newest program comes up, there are some stipulations. Ways to get a pump. First of all, have your doctor approve. Then, if you're able to buy a pump, go out and buy it. If you have to apply, start working on getting approval for your pump. And that's to do. Now, because I'm on the 780G, that we kind of went off on our tangent there, it automatically does corrections. And if I touch it on the screen here, that little blue line is correction, which it gave me 1.425 units. But if you see, all these little blue lines can add up. So people will sit there and go, oh yeah, the correction, it gave me 1.4 units. I need more insulin now. Well, it's the rhythms of the pump is trying to keep you safe. So don't worry that it's just constantly giving you correction dose of insulin until you start going down. That's what it's designed to do. It's working like your pancreas would if you didn't have diabetes. I'm happy. You see, it's taken a while, but I'm starting to come down. These corrections should drop, but I don't do corrections because of that. Corrections, manual corrections, especially with the Guardian 4 pump, I didn't think I'd notice a difference. I noticed the corrections. It's pretty well releasing the beast. It came out and it did what it had to do. So allow the pump to take control of your insulin. I know it's difficult, and at first I found it terribly difficult letting the pump take control of my blood sugars. But it does. I was sometimes hitting very high blood sugars. And now, 14 is a lot better than going over 22. And I hope I never go over 22 again. I do not want to go into decay. Allowing the machine to keep monitoring you, even during the night, it constantly gives you the insulin you need. With the older pumps, you had to sit there and you had to guess how much correction you should be giving yourself, and they've gradually grown. Now, on the Medtronic side, hopefully everyone soon will be getting on to the 780G with Guardian 4. If you're on the Guardian 3 sensor program, you'll be switching over to Guardian 4. It's just so much easier. It allows this. I don't have to keep doing blood sugars to see correction. So let the system do what it does. It will stack insulin, and eventually it will reach the point where things will change and you start going down. In most cases, there will be times where this won't be able to handle. And that's when you get involved with your doctor, your diabetes educator, and you say, hey, I'm having a little trouble controlling my blood sugar. Don't stall. If your blood sugars keep going up and corrections aren't working, go sooner than later to your doctor and discuss. You may find that you're doing something incorrect. Great. Get it corrected and continue on. If you find the corrections totally don't do it and you start showing ketones, do your best and get to a hospital. You don't want DKA. DKA is not fun. So that's why I don't correct for corrections. That's why I don't do corrections anymore. This is kind of wavy video. I just wanted to show that with the 780G pump, which is actually this device here, allows to communicate, and it just shows up better here that I can show you everything that we discussed. So with that, we're going to call it a day. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye now. My next vlog topic will be Da, da, da. Hey, tomorrow we're going to be looking at the Ogilvy syndrome and other complications. Uh, can they be, are they two separate? Are they the same? Oh, stay tuned. We'll be dealing with that tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow here, 8 a.m. sharp, or any other time you want to watch these videos. Have a super day, and we'll talk again soon. Night now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.